All right, Purge, episode 1. What is America? Let's get into it. So it starts off right away with this girl, Penelope. She writes a letter to her brother stating that she's going to give herself to the Purge. So Miguel reads the letter, tries to find her, and realizes that she is no longer where she was. Okay, so Miguel goes to try to find his sister. He finds this guy, and he knows that he knows something about his sister. We meet Jane here. She's the boss, and that's her coworker, Mark. They're getting scanned in on the 38th floor because they'll be working through the Purge. So long as they're on the 38th floor, they're safe, and that's what they were telling them right there. We also meet the cult leader, which Penelope is with. We can see how crazy she looks. This kind of reminds me of Handmaid's Tale, so you know nothing ever comes good of that. So this is Jenna and Rick. They are all dressed up. They're about to go to a party at the new founding father's house. They're not really too concerned about this because they literally just trying to help themselves out and get funding for this homeless shelters they're trying to build. So they're just going to try to stick it out and just get through the night. So we meet Jane's boss here. He's telling everyone at the board meeting if they close this deal by morning, he's going to give them a huge bonus. So that's incentive to work for the Purge. So Penelope's on this bus and she's talking to this girl from her cult and telling her that everything's going to be fine. They're going to give their body to the Purge and they will be pure and go to heaven. So we're back to Jane, and she seems distracted. She has a lot going on in her mind right now, but I don't think it's about business. So we see her phone keeps going off. People keep talking to her, and she's just really distracted. Okay, Miguel is still looking for his sister. So this guy takes him to this place and says, "Oh, your sister could be there, over there." So he's like pointing, and Miguel, I was like, okay, well, let's go inside. So they go inside and they see this girl tied up, who's going to be helpful later. So this guy's like, so what's your deal? Who are you looking for? And so he tells him he's looking for this guy, which will probably help find his sister. So we can see that these scenes are not great. Like, everyone's on edge. This guy look like he's already ready to fight. So that's basically what happens. They fight. So he gets the girl free. She then tells him, I know where your sister's at, but you're not going to like it. So she ended up telling him where she's at, and he goes to find her. Jane leaves the 38th floor, which is her safety, to go meet up with this girl, which we find out that she's basically a Purge assassin. We're back at the party where Jenna and Rick is at. So the Purge is starting. They're excited. What comes up? NFAA, New Founding Fathers. So, that kind of shook Rick and Jenna. But, they're in now. They can't get out. They are locked in. So Miguel goes to where the girl takes him, and he goes to this church. Well, he thinks it's a church, but it's like a cult. They're like, yes, we know your sister. She's on a bus right now. She's going to give herself to the Purge. Back to the party, it gets weird. So they find out that they have these faces they have to wear of all these murderers. So now the commencement begins. So everything starts, and they are shook right now. They see this girl that they had this threesome with, and they didn't think that she was going to be there. So now this is going to be very interesting for the party. So now they're stuck here with her, and they don't want to be there. They both keep having these flashes of this threesome with this girl. So I'm pretty sure this is going to make it very, very interesting for the rest of the party. Okay, so we see Jane give this hit woman like a large stack of cash, which I do think is for her boss, because like the interactions with her and her boss been really weird. So I guess we'll see what comes out. So the girl said that she's gonna do it. It might take her a little bit, but she's gonna get the job done by the end of the Purge. Okay, so I like this scene a lot. I like Miguel with the night vision showing you that he has military skills. He's still looking for his sister, and the Purge has already begun. So things are going to get really sketchy for him. Okay, so we see here this kid, he's ready to go be purged. The leader says, it's your turn. And he's like, all right, let's get it. So they found these group of people that are ready to purge. And These little masks always creep me out. They're like almost in every purge, and they just freak me out. So he gets off the bus and he's like, let's do it. Him and the people on the bus, they're chanting. I think right here he had like a little human in him. He was a little fearful about what's about to happen to him. You can kind of see it, but then he gets right back into the chant and he's ready for it. So they begin to murder him, slaying him with these axes. And a lot of people on the bus are terrified because this is going to happen to them. And I think Penelope starts to realize that this is not for her. So she really looks scared. And I think that she might have a change of heart. And I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen when her brother finds her. And she's like, get me out of here. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. So my opinion on The Purge, it wasn't a bad first episode. Like, it started off with, everything that happens before The Purge, everyone getting ready, you're introducing. So, of course, it's a little slower, but the last 10 minutes really start to, like, pick up and you start to see some action. So I know by, like, the second episode, we really should really see what this show's going to be about. But I'm really hopeful. So hopefully it's a good run. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good one.